start. Welcome everyone. This is Division 5, La Compañía Maldita versus Stoßtrupp Donnerbalken, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. The German team versus a Spanish team. We are in Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. We're gonna be having the dugout as the middle point. The Spanish team, La Compañía Maldita, as allies, and the German team as axis. Teams are getting ready. We see the Spanish team coming with, okay, not too full, but a couple of SLs and a bazooka and an engineer and a support, trying to get probably another Gary somewhere on D4. Commanders already dropping, mandatory Gary here in the pizza slice of this part of the map. We see the medium and a supply truck on the main road, cattle sheds, and we see a full truck with some bazookas, one SL and two outside of the truck. See a second supply truck. We're 10 seconds from wall drop, and we see a Puma, sorry, a Greyhound, a recon vehicle, and here we go. We're gonna be trying to catch here from the plane to see if any incoming, we're flying with them, any incoming rockets. We see an Axis supply drop right here. Here we see one of the trucks making it to dugout. Let's see any incoming rockets. Okay. We hear rockets being fired. One rocket missed. This truck is zigzagging for his life. We see a steward. Rockets missing the steward, the flare goes up, and here we go. Very good opening for both. They're making it almost at the same time. We see a face-off between the steward and the looks. They don't see each other yet. Typical, the empty trucks go down. The Germans are getting more kills. I think there's the Allies' forces are dwindling a little bit, and the cap continues for the German team, trying to find the other tanks. Where's the medium? The steward finally goes down, probably to a rocket. By rock. Let's see where The medium is a Stuart still surviving. The medium is on the flank of the point. Let's see the fight for 5-way. In control of the Germans as well, but the Americans have a medium here.
Vale, vale.
Voy a poner mudo. Okay, clearly now the point is in control of the Germans. 3-2 for the Axis. Now is when the real battle begins to control any access for the Allies to the point. One of them is this part of the map edge. We see Lux making a dive, trying to get probably the Gary that we see over there. That's a nice flare to highlight where the Axis are pushing. I'm pretty sure the Lux sees, at least the driver has to see the Gary, turns left, Gary's down. He's gonna delay. Yeah, the Stuart is trying to make a play here. Lux goes down, but the Gary went down with it. Very good dive. And the Stuart goes down to the Panzer IV. There's one Lux still up. Here we see the Panzer IV finally. Very good play. Very good play by the armor here. Let's see how the Spanish team resets. They have 3-4 nice Garys, although they lost the one map edge. They need to work on it. I don't see any supply box being dropped soon. No residual supplies either. They have a nice back line. Garrison. This Gary was reset. And there's an AT gun to stop any move by this Panzer IV in the open. They're marking him already. Maybe the AT gun trying to make a play on them. AT gun goes down. This Panzer IV knows what's up. Look what he allowed. The Gary down, the Lux. Look what they allowed. The Spanish team has lost completely one of the axes to the point. It is not looking good. There's a frontline push still alive. Soy loose, very good. He lost a companion, but he did his duty. The front line is completely wiped. It's just one person. Let's see if they OP from George and Love can keep this fight up. The medium also went down for the Americans. We see here the body. It makes sense to put it far away from the fight, since 2 bazookas from the Germans will kill it, but not this far, right? They didn't have a good line on the Luxes or the P4, and they finally probably went down to rockets from that door. They also control network, and they're still fighting for 5-way. So right now there's a front door push and a 5-way push from La Compañía Maldita, trying to make some inroads to get closer to the point. Clearly map edge is in control of the Germans. We see the box being placed by someone. They need that Gary. The problematic Gary here is going to block any Gary in the border. this square is empty of a Gary. This Gary should be repositioned right here or further back to allow the Gary here on map edge. Because if not, it's 200 meters. They need to find that out soon. Commander maybe should be paying attention to that. So as long as they don't have that, there's a hole in the gap that any tank or any infantry can take advantage of, and it's basically undetected. So we need OP, at least an OP here, to maintain some semblance of line. Here, P4 engine. Very smart play, very cautious, but not over pushing. They got rid of the AT gun, and they're taking care of the main push from the main road. Here we see a nice flare. They know, this means that they know this is a hole, and they need to fill that gap somehow. I'll probably use one of the light tanks and try to control this line. Just drive here or here and keep them back, keep them pressed against the corner. But this is the problem, right? You get crossfire. That was a nice rocket. You get crossfired on your own point from the map edge, and they don't have to control any flanks. They just shoot at you. Very disciplined. The Germans holding angles, putting MGs. We saw one MG going down from the ruined house. We see another one replaced right away. This is excellent. And the SL is trying to make a play. Probably updated the OP. There's a little out of bounds moment here, but then if you know it, you can come back in. Artillery is on them, so the whole team is aware of this gap. Artillery, flares, bazookas. We see an SL on SL over here. See who hears the steps first. Very good kill. Sonia. See another. Checking corners, checking corners. And he misses with the Gewehr 43. Power of the rifle. Let's go back real quick to the main point. Panzer IV is repairing. Who hurt you, bro? I don't think they know. The turret is moving like crazy, scanning. Look at this. They still have a looks. Controlling the lane. Is it empty? It is empty. This is a smart move as well. It will be on the radar later in the game. Easily assumed as a heavy. Now the battle for Gardens begins. This means, look at the blue line has been pushed away from the red zone. The only Spanish players making inroads into the enemy territory are 3 squares away. This is a very good position for the Germans to be in. Let's see the battle in Gardens. Everyone holding a lane. Nobody wants to make a step out of the bushes, with good reason. We hear on our right the first heavy for the American. This is always very problematic. Your visibility is reduced and you're funneled in a tube. We see here Tank Commander Matt with Ariete as gunner and Pell as a driver. with very good common sense, they realize that is not a good position to be in. They could get pinned by something they're not seeing, and then they have no exit strategy. Tanks love hard objects, not bushes and roads. We see an AT gun unmanned. As long as they... Okay, good job. This is the second time I get a good play from Rock. Don't leave those alive. It could mean you're heavy later on. It could be devastating if you let them alive. The Battlefield Gardens continues. Germans keep making progress. They control half of it now. They control the ugly part, which is the middle, where you can be shot from places. And the Spanish team, a little bit impatient, has been pushing forward, I think, from the hedgerow. This hedgerow is your life. And they have been trying to make inroads, and the Germans have been catching them on the move. The Germans made it all the way to the hedgerow, and they keep dying. They needed to wait for them. They needed to wait for them in this line and massacre them as they push. Look at this. 2 Germans. Nice flare. Okay, nice grenade. I think that was Soy Luis. Very nice grenade. Took out 2 Germans at once. I can never do that when I play infantry. That's so hard. At least you wound them, but that was a kill. Very good. The Spanish taking a little bit of control back for the area. But this other part of gardens, the internal patio, is completely under the control of the Germans. Artillery is on it. No kills yet, maybe 1 or 2. Now it's the Germans who learned the trick and are tossing grenades before they go in. But this is very, very thin. It's looking extremely thin. Look at the disappearance of all the blue players. The pushing back of the OPs. Big gap here and big gap here. The first 76 is, why is it facing the wrong way? Why is it doing shoot me in the booty kind of maneuver? It's like, guys, I'm being shot in the booty. What are they looking at? What is so important to be looking the wrong way? Rockets from the engine. That's the only soft part for bazookas. You need to get out of here. They are, but they are the wrong way. Let's see the map a little bit. We see the flares and the artillery are doing a great job at identifying and reacting quickly. But we see they lost completely the gardens now. No one holding a line anymore. It's all Germans. Germans steamrolling every inch of the map step by step. Very good play by the Germans. That's the German flare now. Also Allied flare. I'm sorry. They keep identifying that they are there. We see a tank map edge. That is a good move. Trying to control, but is almost alone. Here, Commander Aquario 7. Aquario 7. If this infantry dies, this is lava. The floor is lava for the 76. Very uncomfortable. He's gonna hit an OP. Good communication there by the spotter. But again, what's with the tanks facing the wrong way? Is that a new strat that I don't know about? There's an OP in front. You have to see it. Driver, an OP. They lost the OP. Thank you, enemy infantry. What? Why? Why are they turned around? The enemy cannot come here. A little bit of desperation. You could be doing that facing the threat. Where's the commander outside? He's checking for satchel. Clearly it was a rifleman and he dies. Clearly it was a rifleman. Clearly it was not a satchel holder. That was yeah, and now they're getting shot in the booty. A little bit of Tokyo drift, running scared, almost runs a comrade over. Ooh, I told you that was lava. Floor is lava. When you don't have infantry, it's hard to be stationary like that. Unfortunate for that 76, has to run away. Big boom boom over here. Let's check what that was. An empty truck. Yeah, without a TC. So one thing a TC, a tank commander should do always is learn the loadouts of the enemy by the weapon and by the clothing. If you have a satchel, you will see the satchel in their body. So you need to learn to differentiate if an infantry pretending to be satcheling is a threat or is a simulation of a threat. P4 from the beginning of the game, excellent life out of this free Panzer IV. It has done what it needed. It killed all the armor, now pushed here, holding an angle. He knows this is 76, but he knows cannot be seen from him. They might eliminate the P4 if they push too much, but they have shown to be very prudent so far. We see a little panoramic here. The Spanish team is still holding this secondary building in gardens. They're not out of the fight yet. Here another 76. Nice flare, identifying a Tiger. We see a medium and a heavy getting ready for that push. So what the infantry couldn't do earlier here, now the 76 is trying to do from here. Trying to keep people at bay. The observe mark went in for artillery. This is the enemy Tiger. That has the same reasoning as the allies before. It's like, hell no. Smoke, narrow road with infantry all around us. Hell no. I'm backing away from here. I know better. I've died many times doing that, so I'm out of here. Wise decision. Probably, since the point is cattle shit, instead of pushing that way, why not come this way and take control of the hill with the other Tiger, who is exchanging with the 76 and takes down one tank. It was the medium. The medium got caught, and the 76 says, who did that? Apparently, they see themselves through the bushes. We see the Tiger. We see the Tiger right there. The Tiger is firing somewhere else. So the Tiger thinks he killed all the tanks in this area, but this 76 knows. Meanwhile, the German steamroll machine continues. House by house. Like this is a raid. Very interesting fight over the front door when cattle sheds is the point. But everyone knows this is the road. This is the road to heaven. So let's see a little bit of cattle sheds. We're gonna move a little bit the sweep from the quieter eastern flank. Serranito y ver Gotas. I have to make the pause because if not, I'm saying something that is not funny. That is the name you don't say 5 times in a row quickly. El Gordo, So we have a Spanish-speaking German here. Nice. Ares and El Gordo making some progress here towards the crop. We saw a Gary went down here between A and H OPs. Nice flare again. Very good job by the Spanish team with the flares, always throwing them where I'm floating. So thank you. Let's see what these two are up to. Very nice. This is where an MG on those pillars, on those stone walls, could wreak havoc here. Okay, Snow Enjoyer had been taken down, and then Lord Fan ... staying. It's like, okay, that's not the side I need to push. I push this one. They need to hear their own steps, right? There you go. No, turn around! You should have heard someone running that is not a blue player. Come on. He just run past you. Okay, Cattle Sheds is still not in danger, although they lost one Gary. Let's see how quickly they can reposition this Gary, because it is crucially important to have... They have been pushed. A few minutes ago, we had a line here, and now the line is way back, and the line looks like a curvy, like an S, like a curvy road, not like a straight line. That means they're getting pushed in specific points of pressure. Another rocket. Okay. Another flare. Another day. So, as long as this is uncontested, there's a chance for the Spanish team to pounce back. We see very good progress here, in part thanks to the 76. Hasn't eliminated the Tiger yet, but the Tiger is here, chilling. This is... You can almost precision this with your eyes closed. If you're a commander, you know there's going to be a Tiger right here where the blue line turns. You know it's going to be a Tiger with a rep station. This is with your eyes closed. You can practice this at home and precision this tank. We haven't seen any precision yet. This Tiger claims to be hovering a door. That's an expensive use. You can do that with mines. You put a AP mine there. Yeah, that's it. You don't need a Tiger. Tiger is making a push again. For some reason, they are really interested in pushing here with the Tiger. I think what he's doing is keeping this other 76 in check, so he doesn't do anything crazy. The P4 was still alive. This must be the longest living... Oh my god. This crew is gonna clip this. Let's say they were out of ammo, so it's less painful. I was praising this crew for living for such a long time, doing very smart, prudent play, and... Spoiler alert. Big boy over here. Aquario. Aquario doing his job. We have some rats behind. This is clearly a gap in the position. You see no blue players, no American players in this area. Look at the huge gap between these two Garys. The placement of the Garys have been a little bit iffy. A little bit iffy, if I may say so myself. And that has consequences when the other team is well structured. There's an OP here now. I hear a P strike. It's like they heard me, but they missed. I think they precisioned the... Not even the precision was way off. It wounded them because it landed here. Look at the precision mark right here. Well, I can say I call this. I thought this will take damage, but apparently it's made with German engineering. These things, you throw a rocket at it and they die. And somehow survived, but the tank was wounded. Very good attempt. 20 minutes from now, they will try again. The thing is, this map should be more giving more to tanks, right? Than just holding a lane. One will expect a little more frontal action. So far, every tank is holding lanes. See a German garrison right here, staging a frontal assault that now is going to come directly from the south. The Germans already control enough of the west. The gap. This is like the Mariana Trench, basically. This is a huge gap in the... Hello? 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 The Panzer IV should have told you that there is a big boy over here. Okay. Good season for this 76. Aquario is collecting teeth. He's creating his necklace with all the German armor he's collecting. The one for summer, one for winter. Unfortunately, this trench where Band of Brothers starts. This is where Winter's landing is in control of the Germans still. So we need Winters and the 101st to drop on this area and liberate France. Clearly we see that the AT guns have not been destroyed. So we're not in episode 2 yet. Where is the other 76 that was holding here? That was holding gardens. Is pushed back. Is pushed back even further now. This tank was playing here. This is the one I was looking for. Oh my god, I don't want to say it's a curse because people say it's a caster's curse, but every tank I zoom in, they blow up. Oh my god, the German team is relentless. They're playing excellently. Very patient, very methodical. This should not be possible. How is someone running in the open and... Well, the Mariana Trench, right? The hole in the line. They are being completely wiped. No more Garys. There were 2-3 Garys here. They're all gone. One just came up map edge. This is what you don't want, right? You don't want part of your team to be in an island, another team in an island. You want a line. So everyone has one flank less to worry about. Unless this is like a, I don't know, Greek battlefield trap where you let them in and then you surround them, which I don't think that's going to be the case. This is not intentional. The Spanish team keeps fighting on this hedgerows. There's an AT gun now in place. It's a nice flare once again. This Gary is in danger. Garrison, wee-woo. Being blocked. There you go. Mother, There you go. I will not say the full name. Cleared the Gary. Very good job. They're getting crossfired from the east. What we saw earlier, a little progress from Pierce Farms Now they're being enveloped. Now they're being surrounded. Now they're putting the seasoning on cattle sheds. I don't know what this is, particularly German seasoning, but it's gonna be delicious. Sauerkraut. That's not a seasoning, but they add that to food. So they're putting sauerkraut on cattle sheds, and they will eat it in a few minutes' time. They're surrounding it from the east, then create another gap. You see another gap here between the blue line, if we can call it that. So now we have a bunch of players here, most of the army here, bombing run galore, and then people here, and then tanks way in the back. Is unfortunately for the Spanish team catastrophic. This cannot end well unless they bring, I don't know, some ace shooters to outgun the infantry. The MG on the glider has been killed multiple times. We see the repair station finally go down. Someone is smoking in this tank because look at that cigar. Someone is smoking. Yep. Always awkward. Well, this is a driver repairing. Makes sense because they have no precision strike. So that's fair. But if the precision strike is available, the driver should not be doing this because then you're dead on the water. Another tiger saying, hey, I also want to be penned. Let me drive from a road. After the armor rework, we're gonna see roads making the tank faster and this off the road slower. If we believe what Team 17 is cooking for us, using the roads is going to be a premium, put a premium on speed for tanks, and going off-road, a little bit of a penalty on speed. You stop here, okay. This probably is the Panzer IV crew saying, "Let me take revenge." Very good line on cattle sheds. You can also pick here. You come here and you have an even better line. But this is okay. Let me see how the eastern flank is progressing. Look at all the red. Oh my god, and another tiger? P4? Tiger. The German team has been very good coordinating armor, infantry. They have compressed the Spanish team inside less than the 4 squares, in just 2/3 of the soft cap area. And the best part is there's no one contesting this. Mandatory should be an AT gun unless they killed it. There should be an AT gun all the way over here. More than one maybe. After the curve of the road. Right here. AT gun here, and that tank would not be alive. Would not have made it out of Pierre's farm. We see now with the tank, this flank is doomed. This is coordinated, boys. This is not accidental. The German team said, hey, we're making big progress here. Why don't we bring a tank and finish the job? We're gonna see frontal push, as we called it out. Now, all of this that was never read, this one was removed by the tiger. Now we see a big concentration of a lot of red. The MG says, can you stop shooting at me, please? He had a seizure and redeployed. He was in the tail and he just jumped out. He was being shot by a sniper. Oh my god, another one. Another tank goes down, or an AT gun. This is the AT gun that we saw earlier. Kaput. Artillery is cooking. Stuka. Hello? Hello? Where is the Stuka? This tank is alone on my page. He's trying, but where's his infantry? There's a garrison here, and a support player. Meanwhile, the Mariana Trench opens. A proxy satchel went off. This guy has bad intentions. It's like, I see you. We'll come back to that. Yeah, he's gonna get the Gary. He hears the Gary, gets a kill, gets 2 kills. Ooh la la. He cannot hear the Gary? That's the Gary! That's the Gary! Go! Go! Los! Yep. 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 And then that tiger is in Narnia. The tiger, the 76 is in Narnia now. Oof, look at that satchel in the front, satchel in the back, Rocketeer coming, my bitch. Aquario, your days are numbered. Emergency. Run away. The Gary went down. The TC saw that. Ah, the quiet of the birds. And being shot by the tiger. Front door is extremely hot. No more peace. They all went into the buildings. I want to see the fate of this. Aquario, you have to be aware that the fields are cancer and there are going to be people following you. Excellent performance by Aquario's crew today, surviving, playing in lava. But this is the beginning of the end. No more map patch for them, for the American team. No Garys. Look at the diagonal line now. The trench is the only thing semblancing a line here. Run away. Run away. Let's see. Cattle shits. We have a mere tank here. And another one on the road. Let's check the horizon for armor. This is an acceptable position because you can reverse into hiding. Javier and crew. This one should be confronting the tiger, right? There was a tiger here and on the hill. Where are they? The garrison was destroyed. No, the garrison was positioned here now. It was here earlier. Okay, this tiger's gonna probably went down and now is coming back. Look at the conspicuous absence of blue players on flanks. Tanks are holding the game for La Compañía Maldita for now. They detect one another, they see one another, they miss. They miss. Yeah, the Spanish team is controlling the point, but not much else. There's no progress in sight. These OPs could go together. They might go together. One vehicle or one player can burn that out. The eastern flank has been held off successfully, I must say. There's a little bit of a recovery from the Spanish team here, but the Tiger is still alive with his buddy Ares controlling that nobody comes on the where the gun is not looking, right? The gun is looking that way, so we need to control the other way as infantry. This is a good line on cattle sheds, a lot of HE potential. This is an MG. This is a good point to be, but not. Yeah, we see crossfire. You see the whole road here. There's a very good spot. Hello? The Germans have a garrison. Polka polka. Pauke pauke. This is an excellent spot. Cheeky cheeky. Boom boom. The Tiger's reversing a bit. Got really hot really quickly. A very good push back here. Bombing run on the point, diagonally. Not a lot of kills. Of course, no OP, but it took a Gary. There's no Garys. The supplies are being dropped by the commander. Why are there not like 25 boxes already there by multiple support people? Where's the box of display? Ultra. There need to be a lot of ultras here. There's another one here. Why are their boxes not on the ground? The boxes should be on the ground. In the case you lose the Gary, you put it up again right away. Okay, the German team is getting fatigued. It's like, man, these people are invincible in cattle sheds. Gary was taken down by that rocket. Excellent play by Pluto. 87-10. You saw that, right? It went whoosh, whoosh, and got the Gary. Boom. Gone. That's why you need multiple boxes, because when you're compressed in a circle like that, there you go. This is the rest residual from the drop. This is probably nice. Nice. The two people I was talking, they put the boxes down. And try different Garys. Try the Gary here. Try the Gary here. Try the Gary next time. Try someone else. They ran out of fuel. Unfortunate. There's a Tiger coming on the corner. You can hear it. Bum ba bum 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 ba 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 bum bum ba 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 bum bum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum. Oh, they see the rear! They see the rear of the tank! They just hit it! They just hit it! Oh my god, no, don't reverse! Don't reverse! No! What is this? Yeah! Oh my god, so lucky. That was a top shot from this Tiger. And they get a kiss of life from another tank. Wow, that was lucky. That was barrel, by the way. No, it was third, okay. That was an ouchie. The strongest plants in the world. The French bushes. They are the strongest. They're the strongest plants in the world. Okay, this is critical. They don't see the green that I'm seeing, but there is a 76 looking for them. Unfortunately, the curvature of the road prevents them from killing one another. Caesar and Game Falke and Cybers. A very good gunning over there, almost catching. If they reverse, the wall might allow them. So if this tiger reverses, they can get cooked. Oh, this is finally the flanking makes contact with the buildings. The flanking maneuver now is that Gary is not long for this world with people so close. All you need is a satchel. You run here, boom, satchel. You put him up high so nobody can defuse. Put it up there. That was an excellent bombing run. And this tiger might get wounded again. Yep. I don't know if it's tracks. It's not tracks, it's hull damage. So he was very close. Do you see the damage on the hull? So this tank is one shot right now. One shot. Any takers? Any takers? 76. Hello? Where are you firing? Where are you firing? Tiger is on the right. Like, driver, go forward. Kaboom. Bye-bye, Tiger. It was nice following you. That was a nice suicidal rocket. Gary is holding on to dear life. Flare going up. Very good job by Aquario so far, given the circumstances. Alnerius. Artillery. 500. Yeah. A little bit of an earlier. We have 35 minutes to go. 34 minutes to go before we get into the 2 minutes final. Is this a tiger? Look what we are. This is a tiger? Oh! Oh! Ow! Ow! No, turret, barrel. God damn. Strafing run. Yep. Capping progress on cattle sheds. The Gary went down. There are no supplies available. And the commander keeps putting it on the circle instead of... This Gary should be right here. There should always be a reset, but that Gary is misplaced. That Gary should be up, and there should be a Gary right in this building. So you will allow garrisons here. A lot to pick up from this game. This is gonna be a 4-1. I can anticipate. This building needs a garrison. needs a garrison right here, like my coffee needs sugar, and that would be outside of Cattleshed soft cap. That would allow you to put any Gary anywhere else. You could put a Gary north of it, south of its side. When you put a garrison there and this one inside here, you basically cock block yourself in these two squares. This is too far behind. You need one Gary here, one Gary there. There's two Garys instead of one. This has been one of the major issues for the Spanish team. The positioning of the garrisons and the OPs, I think. And I know it's done under stress, and any Gary is better than no Gary. But in moments, for most of the game, they control Cattlesheds well enough that you could reposition your Garys. So finally, someone with common sense put the Gary there, but it's gonna go down. If you put the Gary here, when they lose Cattlesheds, this Gary is gonna disappear now. So right now, you will have a garrison right there, instead of losing the Gary. Instead of riding 200 meters, you will have a garrison here, a garrison here, a garrison here. Ready to recap. 4-1. It's official. The grinding process has taken its toll. The Germans have tried it all. They have tried infantry left, infantry right, infantry front door, tanks diving, tanks not diving. They have tried bombing runs. They have tried everything. And finally, it paid off. And they're the owners of Cattlesheds. Progress is working, but that's natural because the Germans need to put a garrison first, and everyone will respawn here. Now, very good job by the tanks. One is diving, they're shelling the point. The 76 is diving. They need to desperately get into the circle. If this garrison goes up, this could be hell. Where is the torpedo? Uh-oh. Okay. We have a Greyhound and we have a 76. Yep, the Gary should be placed here on the pallets as an emergency Gary, in my opinion. You could put the garrison right here. And then 20 people can spawn in 40 seconds. Oh, they lost the 76 to what? Who was shooting at this guy? Don't tell me it was the Tiger from the back. Who shot that 76? Was it Satchel? Maybe it was. This guy lost a rep, but probably this guy? I don't think this one went through. Maybe this tank. Okay, very good for the Spanish team. 30 minutes to go. They're recuperating Cattlesheds. That was not with that line of Garys. That was impressive. I mean, I had no faith in that happening. Germans are dropping, and no, that's not a airhead. That is supplies. It's like the commander has the preset made. It should be here. Should be in the back line, right? To make sure. Here is HEable. You can shoot it right there. And lands. This package should be here in the trees. For better safety. I think this one got caught here. And the battle resumes 3-2 for the Germans. There's a German flare on the flag. Sorry, green. Green is American. Okay, they have controlled part. They need to close this gap. There's people here. They have controlled part of the wrong map, but part of the map. They need to do that the same here. And maybe there's a chance. This Gary should be going up. Okay, he disappeared. The Gary should have been placed real quickly. So that's the beginning of the recap, right? You put a Gary here, you fight for the trench, you put a fight here, put your Gary here, and people push from here, people push from here, and people do that. Here's the culprit, the flare. I mean, why is this guy running away? There's a flare there. Hello? John Smith. He's alive. This OP, your own OP, is warm. There you go. There you go. That means he went away. He went that way. Yes, he went that way because this is not red anymore. Sandwich this guy. Come on. Let's have a threesome. Kill this guy. Nice. Look where they marked the garrison. What is this? 2, 3 SLs and the commander committed to this? Okay. Crazy Wamo play. We hear more armor engaging. This is a medium. He got shot in the turret. The luckiest medium. Woo! Get into cover, bro. But not too much. Because too much is not too good. Okay. Keep parking in the open. Okay. I'll put it here. Two tigers. I wish I could be like, it's a medium. Don't be afraid. It's a medium. But that would be cheating. Scare tactics by the Americans. Let's see the life of a Wamo. So the Gary is up. Some infiltration. 3 SLs. Pick, pick, pick. Like they're leaving behind droppings with OPs on it. The key is, let's see how many OPs and Garys they activate by this push. Because the moment they activate, I cannot see the German garrison network. But I'm pretty sure I'm confident it's neat and well structured. We have a crazy Stuart doing crazy stuff. And it's smoking already. This is testing the water. This is like announcing that the Americans are planning on capping. So let me test the waters. Let me catch a Gary. Let me see if they have any armor. Let me stop in the middle. Okay, they got a Gary. Get out. Get out. What is that dude doing? Why you run in front of a Stuart like that and go that way when the Stuart is right there? All you have to do is like, the gun is not on me. Boom. He ran this way and he got coaxed by the driver. What is going on? What is going on? Are you having a bad day? You like mud. You like mud. What was that? I'm so confused. And the Stuart lives another day. Let's see if Genocy. Yeah. It's taking the road. Intercept, right? Don't chase. Intercept. Boom! Good job. Good job by Volker. So good. Mein Freund. Okay, let me see how is this battle going on, because the Stuart probably wiped a few OPs over here, so it's allowing the Americans to do that, to push and kill the last German defender of, and this too. Okay, this is a very interesting commitment with the right clock, 24 minutes. The medium lives. The medium that was baiting these 2 tigers, thinking it was a 76. The trick has worked, my friend. They're still looking for you. Oh, and the tanker's curse continues. Well, but you know, it's their fault. Look at this. You need to be behind something. AT gun is empty, so it's as if not alive at all. Free food for tanks. Armor from the Americans is kicking back a little bit. Happy to see. The Whammo Gary got a twin brother closer. Okay. The Germans are reacting. They realize this is serious. Maybe overreacting, I would say. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 11, 12. 12, but one died. Plus the commander. This is overcommitting a little bit. They panicked that they saw some people here. The best part is that this is something to, you know, teaching moment. Why you put a Gary and OPs so close to one another? I like this, and then the OPs here, here, and here. What is there you go. If they wipe one OP, they wipe all your OPs. So spread the love. Spread the love. Run away from the Gary. So if they kill you, they cannot trace where the Gary is. So you put the OP here, OP here, OP... Well, this is the second line, right? So you need to put it like up. Here, 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 and the Gary back here. Like spread the love, you know, cover the whole square with radars. This tank is... It has cojones, I give it that. But... Unless these two are holding the door for him. One went down. So the door without hinge. These people died, and their piece got wiped, and the Gary is gonna it's locked, and it's gonna go down. This is something to learn. Like if you want to do Whammo, the Gary has to be far, and the OPs needs to be spread around. Spread around. At least one OP needs to survive way in the back, so you can do the double drop again. But this is very interesting. That, although I would say poorly executed, created a crisis in the German team that overreacted. The commander was here. He probably got angry. Look at this. This is like, wear some pants. Put some pants on. How you can go there without pants and stuff like that? Probably without ammo. So this overreaction allowed the Spanish team. Look at this beautiful push. This is looking tasty. This crazy OP, crazy Garys need to get more map edge control. This is like the game just started. We have 21 minutes or 19 minutes of gameplay. This is gonna get spicy, guys. This is not gonna be... And the Spanish team just came back from a 4-1 with a terrible Gary network. So, look at this beautiful surrounding of the cattle shed with Garys. I like this. We need more, but in the front door. We need more of that. Come on, get your boxes. Get your boxes. Get your boxes. Put a Gary. Get your boxes here. Get your boxes here. And what they need now is to collect... They have no tanks. No tanks. They're making this no tanks. And there's a few tanks here. A few Tigers. They need to gather 2 heavies, push over here, and win this. Here, another Tiger. They need to gather armor for a final push. And then you can disregard this flank and commit to this push. But one push would not work. One push would not work. You need 2 angles. Don't tell me you're gonna put the OP here. Come on, where's your OP? Ah, here. Okay, nice. This tank is being harassed. Cracked by... in the engine. Oh my god. If he gets engined by a bazooka, he can get behind him. Get behind him! 5 shots in the ass! Reverse! 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 Reverse we got left! Reverse ass left. This Tiger's gonna go down. I'm glad I caught this. Oh my god! Excellent play! Yeah, you are a devil. Yes. Un demonio. Excellent, excellent. More teeth for his necklace. Is this Aquario? It is. Good job, buddy. Good job. This is a free tank. It's barely a tank. Has wheels, for God's sake. And he killed the 76. Unfortunate for the Germans. That was a costly loss. I'm sure they have plenty of fuel collected, but you can only poop one tiger at a time. 6 minutes in between. So, great play. Look at what it allowed. It allowed this guys to wreak some havoc. It's gonna commit. The Germans are gonna overcommit again, and this will allow all these people to keep pushing. Why is the Gary not up? Why is the Gary not up? Come on, guys. This Gary is outside the 200 meters, and there's nothing here. Why is this Gary not up? This Gary, come on. This Gary. Put it right here. This should be the... before you do anything else. Okay, this is a little bit too much. I would just teleport these people. 4 SLs. We don't need this. We don't need this. Right? We don't need that. That is overcommitting in the wrong sector. I'm pretty sure there's no enough red over here. I don't see any red. Who are these people fighting? This is a waste of resources. Escape and redeploy. Go to this Gary. House squad, Charlie squad, tank. This is the wrong move. Not enough time. 17 minutes on the clock. All these people are fighting no one. One tiger. Good. This tiger's not defending. Leave it here. These people are in the wrong place. I want to scream at them like, get out of here. Get out of here. Get the heck out of here. Go to the front. Go to the front. The Gary's still not up. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I'm gonna have a brain problem. Like Baker. How can you keep pushing without a Gary for your team? Come on, boys. 101. Hello? Bye-bye. This... Okay. It's like we are in a... Tell me this tiger died? The tiger is dead? Indeed. Okay. Excellent job. Now, hello, frontal push. Commit, boys. 60 minutes. It takes time to walk. The garrison not up. How is that even possible? Baker. There you go. Let's go, boys. Kill these Germans. Push if you want to have a chance. It got real quiet, real quick. Now we need the Gary on my bench. So, love. Wrong way. The wrong way, brother. This guy is running with a box. And these people... He forgot at home his watch. So he's walking back home. He's gonna walk to HQ. Like, here. Support the support player. Support the support player. Get a garrison. What are they doing? They're running in the open? He died. Garrison. Garrison. And then push and win. Ouch. Violent. $14 on the clock. 12 for victory mark. This is... Dun-dun, dun-dun, Intercept. Oh, he misses. The Stewie misses. And he got caught. Hello. I'm a tiga. Hello. Like, stop messing around with the children. Bring the big boys. Okay. Tag out is the name of the game now. Good redeployment from the team. Still, I would have wanted that garrison here. Because now everyone goes where there are Garys, right? They don't go where there's no Garys. So it's like a little bit overladen, but this is a hill. They shoot you down. This has to be a front open for the Americans. If not, I fear this is not gonna happen. You can crossfire all these people. A tank here. This could be shelled with HE. Not so close. Like, this is very, very... It's only one dude between the entire army and the tank. The tank should be more patient as well. They're circling. They're circling in. They're coming for it. This is a nice MG. Nice MG. This Tiger got satcheled and desatcheled, and now it's being repaired. Probably got engine. I don't think there's any danger. Oh. That 76 is coming for it. Oh, nice kill. Nice kill. Oh my god, the tanks are blow for blow. Tiger might go down. It goes down. Blow for blow. Unfortunately, one Tiger remains. And 176 remains. This is not over yet. 12 minutes in the clock. A network is part of the flanking maneuver, but the infantry is already way past there. This is the hill you need to control. This is a very good kill by the avenging his brother. This controls the hill, so crazy people like Arma can run in the wild without being shot. The craziest of things. Tossing a grenade. Look up, brother. Look up. They're all there. They're all there. Take cover from your left flank. Keep going. The grenades were for this bit, not for the road, right? Oh my god, the tank knows what's up. They hear each other. They hear each other. They're playing. I'm dead. I'm not moving. Uh-oh. 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 Tank on tank action. This is not aware. This tank is not aware of the Tiger. It is. It is. It is not. It is not. Two Tigers coming for it. Like, hello? You're shooting at your own people? The Tiger coming. Okay, big mistake by the Tiger. He announced he's there with the coax. But the 76 says, you know what? Fuck all the common sense. I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die here because of the last Tiger. And now you get pushed by two Tigers. He shot, should have seen the coax, right? And heard the machine gun. Yes, yes, yes. Goodbye, my brother. Goodbye, my friend. It's been good to know ya. Very good. That's how you coordinate armor. That is happening while this is happening. Destruction. Those two tanks need to come back. What is going on? Contestation of the point. We need a garrison. We need a garrison. Closer garrison. Capping progress is stalled. Probably it's a big spawn somewhere. There you go. Now you're gonna see the lack of armor. The lack of armor is gonna condemn this push. We see one medium, one heavy. This is it. This is it, guys. Strafing run misses. Almost everyone. We don't see any. Well, we see one satular. See, but because the Americans have not used the map edge, the axes are not there. They know the push has to come from main door instead of like guessing and splitting their forces between. It could come from here. It could come from there. It could come from here. It could come from there. Instead of that, we know they're gonna come from one way only because that's what all they've been doing, even with tanks. So all my forces, the Tigers repaired and coming back, all the forces are gonna be facing the same way instead of like splitting the enemy's attention in 3 or 2 places. That's why you need different pushes, different angles of attack. This tank is gonna roam free for a while. Where's the other tank? Where's the other tiger? There were 2 tigers, 1 rep. Yeah, don't rocket the front of a tiger. You're not gonna kill it. Look at that front push. This is the medium. The medium is bait, right? Where's the heavy? The heavy's in front. Awesome. It's a little bit of a elevation problem for both of them. I like this, the heavy in front. The tiger could peek from here. The tiger could peek from here and kill it. They don't know they can do that. So what they're gonna do? Let me show in front of their barrel so they can shoot me. I'm in front of their barrel. Hello? 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 Heavy! Turn! Da! 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 They didn't have a mark. The 76. Move! Move back! Move back! Now is when you need the medium in front of the heavy. Ah, wow. Okay. You get the right idea, but you need to put it right there. Right there. Not here. Not here. 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 He misses again. He misses again. Okay, no food for you. No dinner. 6 minutes. A lot of blues. A lot of blues, but no armor. A lot of blues, but not a lot of firepower. And the Germans are like, you know what? If you don't take the space, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna shoot the hell out of everyone. Everyone try to make a push. And I can choke your push by flanking and coming behind you. That's what you were seeing. We're seeing the Germans understanding where is the source, going around, choking the point, and also on Gardens. Excellent, excellent push. They're gonna take the Gary down. Why is no one is spawning here? I have no idea. There you go. Flare up. Yep. Yep. But now they got your number. They know where you are. They know where you're the only source of your attack. I'm gonna hastily say excellent game, but the Germans they dropped the ball a little bit at the end. They shouldn't have allowed that kind of push. Maybe they would spread out too thin. But this is GG. I don't think the Americans have... They lose another light tank. They have no footing, right? No armor. No armor. I'm a tanker, and I'm overly focused on tanks, as you can see, for a good reason. Because tanks determine moments like this. It was very unfortunate for them to lose that one. And the last push was okay. I would have pushed off the road, maybe. I would have pushed over here instead of here. I don't see nothing. Here I see the entire point. And the tank marks, you know there was 2 tigers here, right? Because the other one died over there. Great game by the Germans. Congratulations. Very dominating match by the German team. By the Thunder Beam assault troops. I will have to say it in English because my German is non-existent. Stoßtrupp. Very well done. And this is like a cage now. They're all there like, oh crap, I get out of here and I get a cheat. Are they trying to pull one again? I don't think so. That's not an airhead, right? Commander saw something. $30 seconds. Okay. Very nice match. Very entertaining towards the end. A good push. A good destruction with the one more Garys. Overcommitted by the Germans. And the precision in the garrison, maybe? Yep. Yeah, garrison gone. Garrison gone. More points for the commander. Look at this. This is like a massacre. Like, everyone is shelling at the garden. I stay by my... Yeah, now it's too late. I stay by my commitment earlier. You need a garrison here. It was empty. This area was empty during the whole approach. All you needed is that SL that walked the other way should have walked with the support. The support guy had a common sense of, guys, this is empty. There's no one. Can I put a box here? And he will have put a Stewie, a medium pushing here, a heavy pushing here. And then this, instead of everyone aiming at the same road, you have the German army spread in 3. Some of them overcommitted to 5-way. But unfortunately, that did not happen. And we have a winner. Very nice showing by the German team. Very strong performance, I must say. Particularly the armor. I really appreciated their carefulness. They played together. They double tapped more. The Americans had a few good plays, but they were playing for most of the game individually, separated from one another, fighting 1 or 2 tigers at a time, and infantry as well. They were alone most of the time by their own doing or by the enemy, by the friendly team leaving them alone. Infantry-wise as well, I think the German infantry was a bit superior. The stats later will probably show that. They were steamrolling every square they were fighting and gaining ground for the team. GG's, good game. I hope the cast went well. I have a recording if anything went wrong with the live stream to share with you guys. Thank you. And good luck in the rest of the tournament. See a little bit of the stats from the... I'm going to give it to... Where's Aquario? Where is he? I'm blind. Here. Good tanking, buddy. 4K. Okay. Worthless points that I do not deserve. Here's the stats. 5K. Look at this. Almost 6K. Very good. Noile. Snow enjoyer. He had a lot of snow today. Very good. Very high score by the armor. Some infantry, some shooters doing great job. Fe, however you pronounce it. Napsta. Jaume. Excellent game. Yeah, you see the CE, right? For most of this, most of the infantry players, there was a big difference. Okay, guys, thank you for watching the stream. I hope, like I said, that it helps both see what went on, strategize for future games, improve, take some lessons from this, learn from each other as well, learn from the other teams, and keep improving. That was an entertaining match, and that's all from me. Wolfbert, I've been covering for Formis, who couldn't be here today. I hope everything went well. I will see you next time.